So we created a class syntax, right? So, and also we created a constructor syntax and method syntax. So the difference should be, we need to identify. So this is very important. So directly by seeing that, I can tell you the constructor. So my class name and if look like my method. So these two are look like a method, but whenever you see the same class name and the kind of this one, it is a constructor. Okay, but method should not be same. It should not be the same because it is a method. So the constructor is talking about the object creation. So the class name must be same and does not have any return type. So this is the syntax to identify. It is look like a method, but it is not a method, and it is a class name, right? Class name and constructor name must be same. The rule okay. The rule tell us to identify the constructor. Class name and constructor name must be same, and the constructor does not return any values. There is a no int void above before here. So here nothing will be there, just constructor. If I remove also, it is default constructor. Okay, I'll make a private constructor at the access modifier, which can apply. Okay, so so it is a constructor. So if you apply an access modifier, it is a public constructor, something like, okay, class, constructor, and method. But both of them has some parentheses here followed by a lower brackets. So this also, and also you can write some set of steps here. Okay, basically why we use the constructor is you want to initialize runtime any value. So that time we can initialize and we can create an object, multiple objects. Suppose I want to create a multiple car objects, Maruti car objects. Okay, Ferrari car object. I can create n number of objects. The class is same, but runtime I can create multiple objects. Okay, yes. So in Java we have a kind of yeah. So these are the things you can able to read it, no problem. So there are two type of constructor in Java. So default constructor and parameterized constructor. So default constructor means in Java class this is not specified. So which means this class have a default constructor without explicitly declared. So Java compiler will provide automatically default constructor. So you can declare, okay, you can declare like this also constructor. Okay. So then another one is a parameterized constructor. So you want to initialize like a car name. Okay. So car name. So you can create a car value, string car name, and here, yes, Mahesh, you can tell me.
Mr. Nagesh, actually, before you mentioned that constructor is used in declaring an object. And now we are exclusively using this constructor. So there's no where we declared any object here. So can we use constructor on its own? And if we are using, where are we using? Is it in a main method or in a class?
No, within the class. See, main method is another story. I told you, right? Main method is another story. Okay, I'll bring it in the one single class and I'll write it. But right now pieces bits up explanation is going on. But I will proper definition I will give, no problem.
So we are declaring the objects in the class itself.
In the main method, we can create objects in the main method.
Okay.
Okay. So just it is a syntax only. So you want to initialize some this value here runtime. Car name should be runtime. So here we can use kind of this syntax, this dot name equal to car name. So I want to parameter right now, a parameter constructor. So my car class has a parameter constructor. So runtime, when I create an object in that like a class name new references equal to new constructor. So there I can give this class name. Runtime the car name will be assigned. Something like that. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. So we are about to that one. So that is the way I prepared this kind of things. Yeah. So please take a look. I'm leaving a 2 minutes of time to read this example carefully with all the syntax. I'm holding on 2 minutes. Please refer this one. Very, very important. Yeah. Understood? Anybody going to explain?
Yeah, got it. So we have, I can do it if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you can explain me, please.
So we have a class called student, which we have declared as public class student, under which we have, because the class should have variables and the behavior. So what we had
Right.
declared is number 1 and number 2 attributes. And then we had created a constructor by the name student, which has a parameters number num1, which is of int data type, and num2 of int data type. And we had that's the body of the constructor, where we had assigned that num1 to this number 1 and this dot number 2, so which can be called in the main method, under which we had created an object using that constructor.
Yes.
And then we had printed out using system.out, and the output is
Right.
number 1 is 50 and number 2 is 50.
Great. Yeah, great understanding. And one thing is missing, right? This class does not have own method.
Yeah, it doesn't
Main
have its
method is
own.
a predefined method, right? I told you.
That's right. Yeah.
So this class does not have a main method specific to this student. No problem. So, but great. Yeah, great understanding. No problem. So yeah, let me re-explain the things. So you see, class name student. So by seeing any code, Java code, I can understand, oh, this is my constructor. How I get into class name and the method, like constructor name must be saved. So I can say that, okay, it is a constructor. One constructor is there in my class. Okay, this is a class name. Okay, and this is a main method. I'm looking for any method, is there? No. Okay, so that is the case, it was missing. One method is missing, not yet there. Okay, and like previously Mahesh asked, right? So object creation will be in the main method, because we are start entry point to our execution of any Java classes within the main method only. So here we created a one student num. Okay, so one student, you can create a number of students, no problem. Okay, a number of objects. Right. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, so you see, kind of diagrammatical representation. So if you not understand, so then you can see this one. Let me, if I have any diagrams, so there is one more diagram. Let me, yeah, okay, yeah. So you can see here the person, right? The class name is person, okay, and the data member. So data member is properties, method, behaviors. Okay, so if I create a class of person and my data members or my properties are name, age, city, gender, and methods is eat, study, sleep, play. And so this is Java class, but object. So it is the name of the object. Right? John is a one person. Okay, John is a one person. He has some properties. The name property, name is John, age is 35, and city is Delhi, gender is male. Similarly, this one. So name is Desi, age is 20, city is Pune, gender is Pune. So like that, you can create a number of objects. So I told you, right, whenever you create a like person class, so in the memory location, this will be hide. This will be there in that. This memory object is created. In our mind also, it should be blink like that. Okay, when you are creating object, person equal to new person, something like. So person is p equal to new person. Okay, person of name, right? What is the name? Name is John. Okay, name is John, and age is 35, and city is Delhi, and gender. What is the gender? Gender is male. So this is a creating object. So whenever you follow this statement, so this P is this guy in the memory. So this P, right? The person P is a reference to John. Oh, John has a John name, and John has an age of 35. Is located in Delhi. Gender is someone. So whenever I P dot name, if I refer P dot name, I can get John. P dot city, like the person. P person is John, right? Or you can say John as well, no problem. So John dot city, Delhi he will come, something like that. You can able to access those values.
Sorry, Mr. Rajesh.
Yes.
The parameters which you defined within the
Hmm.
object constructor.
Constructor,
Um,
constructor.
yeah, so that values are of different data types, but how they are absorbing into the one which is defined in the class. Because
Yes.
the
So
John
there
is
also,
Mhm.
correct. There also we can define. I will write the entire class now, and I will tell you that. Okay. So I'm not explaining this one. You can see the differences. Okay. And what is this one? Yeah. So this is a kind of assignment. You can write this assignment later. I will explain from that end of the session. This one. Okay. Okay. Let write a one particular person class only, and we can come up this data type. All those things I will explain. Anything left to explain Java related? Let me recheck. Yeah. No. We are good. Yeah. Let's go open IntelliJ. So let me create a package for Java kind of, yeah, Java sessions. Okay. So within the package, I will create a one class. So the class is person. Okay. The class is person. Okay. So now you can see now again I'm telling you these are the data types. You can say a data member, data member are properties. Data member are properties, and constructor constructor
Methods.
methods and main method. So this is in your mind every Java class. So please remember that. So this is the format you need to remember, and we need to remember. You need to like any code. So what happened? Why I'm telling this kind of brief way, right? So there are many tutors or everybody will. tell you everything. So, but the kind of the basic is missing. Well, it is not missing. We are not understanding a proper way. Everybody is telling, but so because why I'm telling is because most of the which I work with the junior people, right? They are mistaking that. First thing is they are not able to catch that method constructor. What is the purpose of the constructor? So something like there is a gap in between that while learning that. Okay, so if you need to fulfill that, and also suppose you assigned one project, right? The project can be like already built because already the framework is there. You are going to read your code, so there should be a kind of a class inside the data members, inside the constructor declared. Methods are all defined, already defined. So we need to understand the things, right? So that is the case. Okay. So every class, when you open the class, your mind should be like, okay, first section data member must be declared. Everybody, my data members should be there. I also declare the data member. I cannot declare the data member inside it. So there is a kind of set of rules, right? Your first place is data member, may not be. So suppose the based on the requirement only one data member or no data member also there. As I told you, right, constructor may not be there, but this is the area you will find the constructor, and this area will find the methods. Suppose if it is not mentioned in the one of the class, it means the default constructor is there. Okay, something like, and it is not there means based on the requirement, this class has only methods and main method. So something like in your mind, it should be come up with that. Okay? Yeah. So let's jump on to this one. Yeah, coming to the data member. So here, data member declared followed by data types. Okay, followed by data types. Okay, data type in Java. So this will be taking a next session. Data type in Java. But let me introduce here. Okay, so there are basically we have like a int data type, string data type, character, float, double. Okay, so just I will only introduce this float till now. Okay, so this is my int data type. So whenever you have a data member, a property, only it represent only number kind of thing. So then only we can use this data type. So my car model, right? I told you my car model should be a number. So I can take the int or like person, right? So we are talking about a person. Okay, person, age, person age, right? Age, age is a data type. Okay, variable is 30. Okay, so age is 30, something like. Okay, so similarly, that string is talking about a like a string type. So the name is like Mahesh. I can write. So this is the data type. Okay, and character, right? Section. So section, right? Section will tell a section something. The student is belongs to a section. Okay, in character float or rule number, whatever. Okay, so these are the things. Now, okay, again person means okay, whatever age group or blood group you can say A plus B plus, right? Yeah, blood group. I can say B group. Okay, blood group. Right. So now constructor. Yeah. So right now I'm declaring a default constructor only. Right, I will write a one kind of method. Public. What is the method? Person methods. Person method. Talks, right? He talks. Okay. He talks. So system.out.println. Just I'm treating it system.out.println system.out.println. So this is a statement, system.out statement. So within the double quotation, whatever the text you will provide, so that will be printed in the console. Okay. Okay. Yes. Talking mode. Let me create one more method. A sleeping mode. Sleep is a method. Yeah. And now I'll create a main method, public static, or you can create like main. Double click not coming. Yeah. Main method. Automatically it will provide. See, whenever you create a main method, the starting point, the run will come. Okay. Suppose if I run this one, without this, I will not get the run option, first thing. And after providing this one, I will get the run option. So even after the test execution, like that a program will run, but there is nothing is there. Okay. So here we need to provide the direction, like what to be run. Okay. So you have to mention this main method has set of instruction to run your program. Right now it is compiled successfully, but nothing to run there in the statement of main method because of it is not run. Okay, compilation is done. So now here we need to provide a set of execution statements. So now first of all, I want to create an object of this class. Create an object of this class. Okay, so how to create an object of the class? The person, class name, the person, small person equal to new, and constructor of the class. So this constructor is default constructor. Okay, default constructor. So, but here there is a no constructor, but by default I told you, right, the Java compiler, if the class does not have any constructor, the default constructor will be provided built in. Okay, so now let one more statement. So for the person dot, I am going to call this method. Okay, I'm calling the person talk method. So talk. Yeah. So what is this two statement it does is it will create an object and it will execute the talk method. So this kind of statement will be printed. Whatever the talk method has, those set of statement will be executed. Currently we have one of the statement, that is the print statement. It print that talking mode. Right? Yeah. Let's run this program. Yes. Talking mode. Okay. Yeah. So now, and let me print one more thing. System.out.println. Out.println, and first age. Print the person age. Person age. And how I'm using person dot age. So what is the age here? Age is a data type, data member, property. So it is already assigned. Okay, hard coded. Okay, the value is assigned. Age 30 is assigned. Okay, the person name Mahesh is assigned. So it's already assigned. The assigned name is also you can access here. Okay, so the person object is created, person method is run. After that, the person age will be printed. Right, person is 30. So this kind of declaration we call as a instance variables. Instance variable, very very important. Instance variables. Okay, instance variables in Java. Okay, instance variable. So instance variable we can call by using the person object. Okay, you can call anywhere in the person object. So this is clear. Yeah, let's move on to the next object constructor detail. So I'm creating a constructor, public constructor. Constructor name, it must be class name. And now I'm creating a constructor, parameter constructor, right? So int age, comma, name. There are two values currently I'm using. Okay. What I meant. Yeah. So instead of hard code, right? So we can just initialize, okay, as a blank or nothing. Okay, nothing. So my int age is nothing is declared, and also name is also not declared, just declared. Okay, by using constructor, we can create a number of different kind of objects. Earlier, this class only Mahesh and age 30, the constructor, the person constructor object is created. Now I am going to a different kind of a name of the persons I want to create. So you can use this way. Okay, so that is the kind of thing. So now this dot, okay, this dot age and this age. So this is one of the interview question. What is this keyword? This keyword is telling us, okay, here whenever this particular variable name and this constructor parameter name is same, so there is a conflict to identify this Java compiler, and also like in terms of like we are specifying this age is representing this class. Okay, this dot age is this class instance variable, and this age is assigned while providing your constructor. After creating a object of constructor, you are giving this age. Both be same or assigned the new value something like that. Is a this is representing the current class. Okay, this is representing the keyword is current class object or current class reference instance. Okay, yeah, let's remove this one. Yeah. And now again this dot name and name. Okay. Now the compiler will throw the error here. Yeah. So 10 minutes is there, right? Yeah. Let me here. So here compiler raise the error because already it is a default constructor, no parameter, but here we declare as a parameter constructor. So we can pass the runtime values by using those. So the name is int 35 and name is Mahesh. Okay. Yes. Person Mahesh. Okay. So now let me create run this object without any changing. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing. It executed without anything. Okay. The tagging the person and object is 35. Like whatever the value you have given this. Okay. So now I can create a one more constructor, one more object. Okay. So one more object is Nagesh. Okay. So I can give
I think
Nagesh.
we are not printing the name probably. That's the reason. It's
Yeah,
just
we can print it. Yeah, I will print it here.
And what happens if there's a mismatch in the data type, Mr. Nagesh? In the constructor, you are defining the data types for the variables declared locally, and
Yeah,
if there is a
yeah,
mismatch in the class variables and the constructor variables,
yeah, mismatch will happen. But that is the kind of rule. Mismatch is like I can give ABC also no problem. Suppose ages. Suppose if I give ages, You can give ages, no problem.
Data type, I mean to say.
Data type must be same. Otherwise, it won't accept. Suppose
Okay.
here, if I pass the this one, right? So it is a I define a int. If I pass a
Mhm.
string, number is within the double quote. It is a string. Or if I say hello, so then it will a compiler. The code will not compile.
Okay.
You see, there is a red mark here. It says that Java long dot string cannot be converted
Got
as
it.
int.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the kind of compiler we make.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So now I printed two kind of objects like okay, and I'm printing all of them here. Only that references. So now how many objects we have? Two object. Person Mahesh, person Nagesh. Right? Okay. There are having name and ages right now. So in your mind also you have two kind of objects. Okay. And this is referring to this one. And what are the things it has? He is having a age is 35, and his name is Mahesh. 36, and his name is Nagesh. It is referring like this. Okay. So wherever you're creating an object in terms of Java, okay. So this is the proper way of understanding. So this is this picture in your mind while referring any class. Wherever that object is created, okay. All properties and methods will you have in this method. Okay. And this class having a talk function. He's also having a talk. He's also having a sleep method. He's also having a sleep method. Something like. So we have a different one class. How many objects? N number of objects we can create. It depends upon your requirement. Okay. Yes. Let's run this one, and you can see the print. Yes. Now the talking mode, the person Mahesh is get printed, and the 36 Mahesh and talking mode. So this is about that one, and
And it is not compulsory to have to use all the variables in the constructor, right? Whatever the variables declared in the class, we can only
mm,
pick what is required for that constructor. It's not
yes,
compulsory
yes,
to have to use everything.
yes, correct. So there is a static, right? There is a constant you want to. Every object there is a constant variable is there. Suppose, how do I tell? Yeah. Next session I can tell you the constructor and final keywords are there. Based on that, I will tell you that.
And
But
if I
as
have
of
a
now,
second,
it
yeah.
yes, yeah. Go
And
ahead,
if I have
please.
a second constructor in this class,
Mm.
and if I have to
Mhm.
use the same variables, again I can use this dot age.
Yeah. You can. So this constructor only having name. This is your requirement, I think. So you can remove this one. That's
So, but this dot name and name in this constructor and the constructor above is same variable. So
yeah.
will that bring any conflict?
No conflicts, right? Right now, we this constructor having two parameters. This constructor having one single parameter.
Okay, so this
Right
will
now, I
consider
remove the
as
age.
okay.
Okay. So when you create an object, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, good question, I think. So whenever I create by using this constructor, so
Mhm.
that time what will happen? Okay. So only that name object will come. Okay, the Mahesham will come, and only this particular method, these two methods will come. That's it. Age will not be there because
Okay,
this constructor does
this
not have.
construct. Okay, got it.
Correct. For this case, age also there. Something like yeah.
Good.
Good. Okay. So then one thing I want to tell you. Yes. one thing is needed. Yeah, I told you right here, instance variable. Okay, so instance variable. So now I will also break down this particular object creation. Okay, so as a two parts. Okay, so let me copy this one here. Create a object reference. Assign the object. Okay, so this is the object reference, creating object reference, and this is the assignment. A single statement I divided at broken down to two statements. So this is the object creation. Okay, so person, okay, and person reference, object reference. We can say object person reference, person object reference, and after creating, like this is a new statement, person constructor. So means it is created in object in the runtime and assign the reference. So memory and with respect of age and name of the person name is assigned to me. So wherever you want to refer the age, like person Mahesh dot age, person Mahesh dot name, or person Mahesh dot talk. All those things in this class instance things you can access directly. Okay. Yes. Clear? There is a kind of one theory. Yes.
But most widely used one, which one is it? Is it depends on the situation, or is it?
This yeah, it depends upon you don't there is a one primary thing you want to refer a further level within the different kind of methods, so you can go with this one. Within the single method you can use directly like this. So within the my main method only I want to refer, so I can create like this. But same reference I want to use different methods. Okay, that time you should create like this. Okay. Yes. So yeah, now there is a one simple story I'll tell you here. What is the 1 minute is left, right? After reconnect, right? We can talk about that one. I'll stop here. Less than 1 minute here. So I'm stopping here. Let me pause the recording, or I will close the session.